Hearing a bit more about her in the coming days. Kelly J, who is also known as Posey Parker, is a British anti-transgender rights activist and is the founder of the group Standing for Women. She spoke in Melbourne at the weekend, and she is coming here to speak too as part of the Let Women Speak events in Auckland and Wellington. In Australia, you may have seen there was a major protest by pro-trans groups, but a far-right group, the National Socialist Movement, some wearing balaclavas, also turned up. They said they were in support of the Let Women Speak movement. They pulled the Nazi salute, among other things. Now, Landy is a co-founder of Mana Wahine Korero and is with the Let Women Speak group here in New Zealand. They are helping to facilitate Posey Parker to speak here. Morena Dai, gosh, this is a bad look, a terrible look. Is the Let Women Speak group associated with the National Front?
Ata Maria, Rachel. Thank you for this opportunity. Mana Wahine Korero is a trans-Tasman ropu of Mana Wahine and allies, and in collaboration with other women, we are hosting Kelly J. Keane. We emphatically reject any and all associations with Nazi and white supremacist groups, and we denounce their beliefs entirely. There were 5 other groups present that had nothing to do with Let Women Speak. They were there pushing their own agendas. And, well, it's worked, because here we are. Thank you, boys.
Yes, okay. Well, look, this is a highly emotive issue, Di. Your critics say you're transphobic. You say you're concerned that gender self-ID can create unsafe environments for women. I see both sides of this. I get the concerns around keeping women safe in prisons and in sport. Also, though, I have a goddaughter who's trans and another close friend who has a child on this journey as well. How do we speak, Di? How do we call it all without causing anyone in this space harm?
Well, firstly, Rachel, what you are seeing is a groundswell of dissent from Wahine, because we've been silenced. We are not allowed to speak. We are not even present at the table where all these decisions and discussions have been happening. For example, where the languages are being changed. Women are not even at the table in this discussion, and this is because we've been silenced for so long. What else can we do to be heard? Of course, we're not transphobic. I just find that ridiculous.
Okay, the Rainbow Greens are calling on the government to stop Posey Parker coming here. What is the case that you would make for her coming here? You say you're not transphobic. You say you want to have a voice. There is real concern about what that does and who gets harmed along the way. And that's, I know there'll be a number of parents out there going, they would rather Posey not here is not coming here. What is the case you would make, though, to give her a voice and for her to come here, given what we've just seen in Australia?
Well, given what I've just said, that women are not at the table, we are not given a voice. Women have been writing to this 53rd Parliament for some years about getting a voice at the table. Women have lost their jobs. They've been hurt. They've been assaulted. Women have been arrested but not charged. Women are threatened with the most vile of violence. We're doxxed. We've got violent men in women's jails. We have these men in women's refuges in the hospital wards. There's already been an assault from a man. Not a trans person, a man, because that's what we're talking about.
Okay. It's a really difficult situation here, and very difficult to facilitate this in the media, which is why I think the media stays away from it a lot. If Posey comes here, you are having an event in Wellington, you're having an event in Auckland. How do you want those events to unfold? And do you have concerns that they will be hijacked by the likes of the National Front?
Of course we have concerns for our safety from what we've seen unfolding overseas. But, you know, women are a biological reality with 51% of the population, and, you know, we're entitled to speak. In law, we are entitled to single-sex spaces, but no one is applying this.
All right, Landy, appreciate you coming on the program. Thank you from Let Women Speak and from Manawahine Korero. Thank you. Really challenging situation to negotiate your way through here. I certainly support freedom of speech. At the same time, I don't want to see any harm done to anyone. But you will hear a lot more about this week. Posey Parker is coming here. A lot of groups want her banned, pressure on the government to do so. How do we facilitate free speech? How do we make sure that no one is hurt along the way? How do we look after our tamariki in all of this? It is 6:10.